In this video, I'm giving you your full guide to self-care in 2025. So maybe 2024 was difficult for you. Maybe you're feeling tired. Maybe you're feeling exhausted. Maybe this time of year just gets you down a bit. Maybe you're burnt out. If so, this is the video for you. If you've got some big goals that you want to achieve in 2025, if you've got your vision board sitting there and you're like, yes, I want to go for those big things, then this is the video for you, because taking good care of yourself, improving your self-care is going to give you the energy you need to feel amazing and to be able to receive the big opportunities that are waiting for you in 2025. I'm going to be real with you for a second. What I'm talking about in this video is what my coaching client pay me hundreds of pounds to work with them on, and you are getting it for free. This is my gift to you. So be ready to take some notes, because what I'm giving you right here is a masterclass. There is going to be so much value in this video. I hope you get a lot from it. Leave me a comment down below if you do enjoy it. So here is everything we're going to be covering in this video. And as always, I've arranged it for you in chapters. And just to let you know about another freebie, you can download my free habit tracker. I'll put that in the description box for you below. You can get instant access to that. I'd like to say a huge thank you to Lilysilk for sponsoring today's video. Lilysilk is one of my favorite luxury brands. If you haven't bought anything from them yet, where have you been? I've been making an effort to buy myself higher quality items in the past few years, only for the eco-friendly benefits of buying fewer things of higher quality, also to treat myself to things that the future version of me would wear and use. I have this image in my head of the future version of me who swans around in silk and cashmere all the time. I would like to make that a reality sooner rather than later. Every single item I've ever purchased from Lilysilk has become an absolute favorite in my wardrobe, and I just know that if your taste is similar to mine, then you're going to love them too. So my sister's friend bought her a silk pillowcase as a present, and when I last went to stay at my sister's house, she let me use it, and oh my goodness, it was so soft, so luxurious, and I immediately knew that I needed to level up my bedding game. I got this pair of silk pillowcases, and let me tell you, they are divine. Such a luxurious experience sleeping on organic silk. You know that feeling of turning the pillow over and resting your face on the cool side? You get that all the time with these because they are 100% silk. Silk is naturally antibacterial, anti-allergenic, with a smooth surface and almost no friction, so it's especially friendly for people with sensitive skin and those who like to sleep on their sides. And what I really appreciate about these, they have this beautiful sheen to them without looking shiny at all. If you don't own one of these, you need to run to the description box and make use of the discount code I've got for you, and you can thank me later. I also fell in love with this 100% cashmere cardigan, which I'm wearing throughout this video. If you're a neutral girly, you are going to absolutely adore all the cashmere items that Lilysilk have on their website. It feels so elegant and warm wearing a cardigan like this. One thing I love about Lilysilk over other brands is that they always go above and beyond when it comes to detail. You can see that in things like this webbing that they add to the plackets for the buttonholes, rather than just having buttonholes in the knitwear itself. These details make items so much more long-lasting, making them forever pieces. And finally, I got this cashmere two-piece set. Owning a cashmere set has always been a dream of mine, but I'd previously held back from purchasing because I was worried that maybe the trousers would be too thin to be robust enough. Nobody likes a saggy knee. But I went ahead and ordered this set because they looked so beautiful on the website, and my goodness, they're better than any cashmere sets that I've seen in the shop. The bottoms are beautifully thick and haven't gone saggy at all, and I've practically worn them non-stop since they arrived. Top is just as good quality. Now, my mum always taught me to shop with my hands and feel the quality of the fibers when I'm looking for clothes. And I have to say that the cashmere from Lilysilk is the best I own. It is such beautiful quality. This is nice enough to be worn at home, as well as paired with a coat and trainers and worn out and about. If you're someone who jumps straight into comfy clothes as soon as you arrive home, it is time to upgrade, my friend. Donate your old joggers and your sweatshirts and treat yourself to one of these cashmere sets, and I promise you will be so glad you did. You can get 20% off with the code Sarah20, and if you decide to go ahead and treat yourself to something, let me know in the comments. So just take a moment to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just imagine what life could look like for you in a year from now if you started taking the best possible care of yourself. You're feeling amazing, you're feeling well rested, you've got energy, eating a nourishing diet that you're really enjoying, you're exercising regularly, you're well hydrated, you're spending lots of time with the people that you love the most, you're glowing. Hold that image in your head. Imagine that version of you. When you take exquisite care of yourself, life feels easier, life feels more fun, you feel more carefree, everything is just leveled up. I want you to have that clear vision of yourself, that version of you who is taking such good care of themselves. And think about how that version of you is operating in the world. What kind of clothes does that person wear? How do they style their hair? How do they speak? How do they walk into a room? I'll bet that person, that version of you, is happy, is confident, is carrying themselves well. I bet they're full of energy. I bet they radiate calmness. So if you haven't already, feel free to open your eyes. And you might want to just pause the video and just journal that down and what it felt like to imagine that version of you. And this can be your reality. If you put the things in place from this video and make an effort to take exquisite care of yourself in 2025, and you're going to have a game plan by the end of this video. So let's go for it. First of all, what does real self-care mean? What do I mean when I'm saying like take exquisite care of yourself? What does that all mean? Because I imagine when you think about self-care, when we're looking at YouTube and TikTok and things, maybe you're thinking about having an everything shower. Maybe you're thinking about doing a face mask and painting your nails, greens juices, and waking up at 5 a.m. Okay, while all of those things might be great, while they may be healthy in some way, while they may be a form of self-care, wonderful, that's not what I'm talking about in this video. Buying yourself the flowers and taking yourself on a spa day, those are lovely. But if you're ignoring the foundations of self-care, then none of that good stuff is going to have the effect you want it to. Imagine treating your body like a prime racehorse, looking after yourself really well, trying to avoid getting ill or injured, eating really well, exercising really well. This is what I mean by proper self-care. So the way that I define self-care is recognizing, taking responsibility for, and fulfilling your own needs. So let's just break that down a little bit. Recognizing your own needs. This is about tuning in to your body and your mind. We go about the world being too busy to listen to the physiological cues that our body is giving us about what we need. What do I mean by that? How many times have you been too busy to go and use the toilet and have a bathroom break when you're at work? How many times have you been too busy to have a drink? How many times have you ignored your hunger cues, worked through your lunch break, and just pushed forward with the day? If you're living a really rushed, urgent, busy lifestyle, there's a good chance that you're ignoring a lot of your own needs and your own cues for what your body is telling you that it needs. I know I lived like that for many years. I've made lots of videos, and it is easy to start ignoring your body's cues because that's what life is set up like. Our modern world, we're just so busy all the time. And we're always pushing ourselves to extremes. If you work in healthcare, I know a lot of people who watch this channel do work in healthcare. We're encouraged to push ourselves beyond our own limits. People are working 13-hour shifts and skipping their break, not having a chance to go to the toilet in that time, not having a chance to eat anything. And how many times have you pushed through to the end of a semester, pushed through until you get some time off from work? You're pushing through. You're so exhausted and you get to the finish line. You finally have a break and bam, you get ill. This is so common. It's a tale as old as time. And then you spend your time off just recovering with the flu or whatever else illness that you might have picked up at that point. And I'll be willing to bet that in the days and weeks leading up to that time off, your body was sending you signals that you needed to rest. Your body was sending you signs. I'm tired. I can't keep going. I can't keep pushing through. But you pushed through anyway and ignored those signals because maybe you had to. When you finally get a chance to rest and have some downtime, you get poorly. So recognizing your own self-care needs is literally that. It's just about tuning in to your bodily cues. So when your body is telling you, I am thirsty, I need a break, I need to sit down for 5 minutes, I need some food, I need more sleep, it's about listening to that. Yes, there are going to be times where we do have to push through, but I'm encouraging you to try and make those times few and far between and start being kinder to your own body. And also listening to your own mind. If your mind is telling you, like, I don't feel good right now, or I'm feeling uncomfortable, listening to that little voice in your head. So that's recognizing your own self-care needs. Then the second part is taking responsibility for your own self-care needs. So stepping up, taking ownership of your own health needs, your own self-care needs. This is about being intentional with the foods that you eat and how much sleep you're getting, how much you're moving your body, how much time outside you're giving yourself. This is about being proactive in seeking medical attention for any chronic health conditions or any acute health conditions. get that dentist's appointment booked, book in your optician's appointment, go to the pharmacy and finally treat that fungal nail infection that you've been putting off treating. And then fulfilling your own needs. This is about actually making it happen, taking the action, doing the things that your body and mind need you to do. You may be familiar with this little triangle right here, which is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So this was a model proposed by Abraham Maslow, and he suggested that as humans, we have different tiers of needs. And as we fulfill each of those levels or tiers of needs, then we can more easily move up to the next tier and start focusing on things in that level. So it's a bit like a computer game, like doing the basic things and then leveling up, getting those gold coins and moving up to the next level. If you've ever played Sims, and I don't know if it's still like this on Sims, I don't know if Sims even still exists. But when I played Sims many, many years ago, remember that you had to have different levels topped up for each of your Sims, and you had to just keep a check on those things. And that's basically what our self-care needs are like. It's like topping up each of those levels and making sure that they're fulfilled. Okay, so at the bottom, we have our physiological needs. So these are our most basic human needs, things like air, shelter, food, water, and sleep. And then the next tier up is safety. So a safe environment, being around safe people. And then as we progress up, as the tiers go right up to the top, this is where people reach their full potential. They have all of their other needs met, living a life aligned with their own interests and values. So this is basically just thriving in life, loving life, and enjoying yourself. And if you take one thing from this video, let it be this, that if you're not meeting your most basic physiological needs, you're hanging around at the bottom of this triangle. And it's going to be very, very difficult for you to move up and experience things fully higher up in the triangle. So if you're going about your days sleep deprived and mildly dehydrated, not nourishing your body well, and just not taking good care of yourself, then you're going to be feeling groggy. You're going to be feeling tired. Drama is going to be invited into your life because you'll forget things. You'll be running late. You might make mistakes. And life will just feel more chaotic. And you won't necessarily have that energy and that openness to receive opportunities that are coming your way. So this is what I want to impress upon you in this video, that when you take the best possible care of yourself and do these things that might sound boring and not as sexy as like doing your face mask and doing your nails, but these are the things that are going to actually change your life and actually make things better for you in 2025. Since I've started taking exquisite care of myself, I've found that I've got so much more energy. I feel so much more creative. I'm able to be present with my loved ones. I'm in a better mood. So I think everyone wins in that situation. So let's get into the juicy bit of the video where I'm sharing with you the actual strategies, the things you can do and start doing right now that will make your 2025 self-care plan. So first up, we have sleep. Repeat after me. In 2025, I am going to prioritize sleep. In 2025, I'm going to prioritize sleep. Sleep is so foundational for your health and well-being, including your mood, including your mental health, and so many health problems are directly or indirectly linked to sleep deprivation. Now listen, I used to wear my sleep deprivation as a badge of honor. I'm ashamed to admit this, but I used to be the kind of person who was always getting by on 4 hours sleep, on 5 hours sleep. I was always tired. I was just like, hey, I'm the kind of person who can just do it. I can just function on this much sleep. And I actually thought that it would make me more productive to get fewer hours of sleep because I could squeeze more into the day. But the reality was it was wrecking my physical and mental health. I didn't even realize how much of an effect it was having on me until I started taking my sleep more seriously. And once I made the conscious decision to start focusing on getting more sleep, it was like a black cloud had been lifted from above my head. I didn't realize that I was walking around in this haze of tiredness all the time and that my mood was just ever so slightly dampened because of my lack of sleep. So let's make 2025 the year that you focus on your sleep and just see what amazing benefits it has for you. So here is exactly how you're going to do that. Number one, give yourself more hours of sleep opportunity. So what's sleep opportunity? Sleep opportunity is the hours that you're actually in bed that you could potentially be asleep. So you can't necessarily control exactly how long it will take you to fall asleep, and you can't control if you're going to wake up in the night. So you might give yourself 9 hours of sleep opportunity, but you may only be asleep for 8 of that. but that's okay. We're just going to work on giving ourselves a higher number of hours of sleep opportunity. And with my coaching clients, I always stress that we're aiming for progress, not perfection. So you don't want to suddenly jump into this and say, hey, I'm getting 5 hours of sleep a night at the moment. I'm going to suddenly start trying to get 10 hours of sleep opportunity every night. That would be great, but it's an unrealistic goal to just suddenly go from 5 to 10 and expect perfection. So I suggest to my coaching clients that you aim to do this once a week. So you aim to give yourself 9 hours of sleep opportunity once a week and build up from there. My next sleep tip is that if you're somebody who has quite a disturbed night's sleep, if you're someone who struggles to get to sleep, if you find that you wake easily in the night, that was definitely me when I was sleep deprived. I used to be such a light sleeper. Now I sleep like a dream. What I would recommend to you is getting a blackout eye mask and some earplugs. And I use these ones, and I'll link them down below. They are the best thing ever. These blackout eye masks. I must have, I don't know, maybe 5, 10. I've no idea. I have loads of these things. I have them in a constant rotation. I take them with me when I go away. Even if I'm just staying for one night somewhere, I always take it with me. I have several that I can keep in rotation so that I've always got one that's fresh and put them in the laundry when I want to. I bought them for gifts for friends, family, and clients. They are amazing. Go ahead and buy one. I think they're about £10. It is well worth the money. And especially if you're a shift worker, because if you're working at night and trying to sleep in the day, even the smallest crack of light can wake you up and disrupt your sleep. So go ahead and buy one of those silk pillowcases from Lilysilk. Now, these aren't necessarily going to make you sleep better, but they're going to make you feel luxurious when you're in your own bed. These feel like an absolute dream. And do you know what's really lovely is that when I wake up after sleeping on one of these pillows, my hair is smooth. On my old pillowcases, I would wake up and my hair was just frizzy and all over the place. So I'm definitely spending less time in the morning styling my hair after I've slept on these pillows. So if you want to treat yourself and feel super beat in your own bed, then I'd highly recommend checking out these beautiful silk pillowcases. And I'll link those down below. Another thing that's really helpful with getting a good night's sleep is having a wind down ritual. So giving yourself cues that it's time to start feeling sleepy and start getting ready for bed. So I used to suffer really badly with insomnia. I've had many bouts of it through my life where I've either really struggled to get to sleep at the start of the night, or I've woken up in the middle of the night and struggled to get back to sleep. And often these were at times of really high stress in my life. And I found that creating a wind down ritual really helped me with my insomnia. So what that would look like would be something like getting into my pajamas, having herbal tea or hot milk, then doing my skincare and looking after my teeth and dimming the lights, just having lamp lights and candles and avoiding screens. So this is key. We don't want that blue light shining into our eyes and telling our brains it's daytime. Just having lamplight and candles and reading books, doing crosswords, doing knitting, just gentle activities that aren't stimulating my brain too much. And in the wintertime, I use this heated blanket. It's so nice getting into bed all warm and toasty. And then the key here is to wait until you're really tired to actually go to bed. If you're somebody who suffers with insomnia and you get into bed while your brain is still really awake, then you're just going to lay there tossing and turning. Best to wait until you're actually ready to go to sleep before you get into bed. And the golden question about sleep is, how do I know if I'm getting enough sleep? So they say that we should be aiming for 8 hours of sleep a night. And of course, there's going to be variations in that based on, you as a person, as an individual, but also how much exercise you're doing and other factors that can impact how much sleep you need. But a good rule of thumb is that if you are waking before your alarm clock and you're feeling energized, you're not feeling sleepy during the day, then that's a good sign that you're getting plenty of sleep. If you want some more encouragement about why sleep is so important, then I would really encourage you to read this book right here, Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. Next up is our diet, making an effort to eat nourishing foods that fuel you, that give you energy, that taste good, that make you feel amazing. The reality is that most of us know what a healthy diet looks like, but we struggle when it comes to actually putting that into place. We have the best intentions and we say we're going to eat certain things and we're going to not eat certain things, and then we don't follow through. Life gets busy. You end up working through your lunch break. You throw away that salad that you prepared for yourself. And by the time you finish work, you're so hungry that you decide to just pick up a takeaway on the way home. Or you open your fridge on a Wednesday evening and you just sigh because it's just ingredients. Nothing looks appealing. There's nothing jumping out at you. You don't have the energy to prepare a home-cooked meal after a long day. And so here are a few things that will really help. So the first thing is really a mindset shift. We are fed this toxic narrative from the media constantly about eat less, slim down, lose body fat, all of the rest of it. Think about adding in rather than subtracting. More fruits and vegetables. Food is a celebration. Food is about nourishing our body, fueling ourselves so that we have the energy to go out and do amazing things. Food's about sharing and enjoying meals together. So make it an experience. Even if you're eating on your own, do things like add a fancy garnish, add a squeeze of lemon, and eat with your fancy silverware and eat off your favorite plate and make it a celebration. And we want to make it easy to make the choices that are going to support you and your body. So eating food that feels really good for you. And one of the ways that you can do that is by meal prepping. So I like to meal prep on a Sunday as often as I can. And what this looks like for me is spending a bit of time making some meals ahead for the week. And it feels like a bit of a gift to future me when I do this. So on that busy Wednesday evening, when I come home and I open up the fridge and I'm too tired to cook, and I look in there and there's some meals already made for me, home cooked, delicious meals that past me made, I am so relieved, and it makes it easy for me to choose the right option. Next up, exercise. Hands up if you're the kind of person who puts off exercising until you can do perfect exercise. You've got time to do that 1 hour class that you really want to go to, or you put it off until you've got the right workout gear, or you put it off until you can go for a run that you deem long enough. This is so common. And let me just break it down for you. There is never going to be a perfect time. It's never going to be perfect. We're using that as a way of distracting ourselves from stopping us just moving our bodies. So if you can't get out and do that 1 hour run, no problem, do a 10-minute run. If you can't do a 10-minute run, do a 2-minute workout at home. Do 2 minutes of burpees or 2 minutes of stretching. Just do something. And I don't know if you've ever had this experience where you wake up and you think, maybe I should work out today. So you get into your workout gear and then you go about some of your day-to-day activities. You still haven't worked out. And then you're thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to work out today because I just washed my hair yesterday. And then you come up with all these reasons. It gets to 4 p.m. You're still in your workout gear. You haven't done your workout. And then you think, well, it's too late now. And you feel as though you've failed at something. Here is how you're going to stop doing that in 2025. Something that really helped me is creating a little exercise plan just for myself. So this took the decision fatigue out of it for me of, should I wash my hair today? Should I work out today? Thinking about it too much. Because when you are overworked and you're really busy, the decisions around stuff like that can feel really overwhelming. I have a video about decision fatigue, which I'll link up here. So what you're going to do is pick the days of the week that you want to work out. Now try and make this really easy to achieve. So if you're brand new to exercise or you haven't exercised for a long time, just try once a week. You don't need to go and say, I'm going to try and work out 5 days a week or 7 days a week. Well, you need to be realistic. So for me, I picked Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I said, those are also going to be my hair wash days. So it's easy. I don't have to think about it. I know that I'm just going to be doing a run on a Monday. I'm going to be doing an upper body workout on a Wednesday and a lower body workout on a Friday. Now, if I want to go and do extra stuff, if I want to do that Pilates class, or I want to go for a swim, great. I can do those things in between. But I found it really helpful to just have those days of the week that were set. I knew when I was going to wash my hair, made it easy for myself. So make things easy for yourself and you'll be more likely to stick to it and stop putting that pressure on yourself to do the perfect workout. Another thing that's really helpful with working out is to do it with other people so that you can stay accountable. So if you want to get into running, go join a running group. If you're thinking about doing dance, go join a dance class. Having other people that you're working out with helps you stay accountable. So we've looked at physiological needs. We've gone through sleep, diet, exercise, those main big 3 things that are going to make you feel really well if you get on top of them. The next tier up is our safety. Maybe you're working in a toxic work environment. Maybe you're living in a household that feels unsafe. Maybe you're in a neighborhood that feels unsafe. We're going to get out of that in 2025. This is the year that you make your exit plan from any of these things that are making you feel unsafe. Life is too short to be living in that kind of environment or being around people where you can't just be yourself, that you aren't accepted for who you are. Then you're going to have this constant level of stress. You're going to be monitoring other people's behavior. You're going to be monitoring your own environment and checking for signs that everything's okay. When you feel like this, you can't relax. Nothing feels easy. You're going to feel on edge all the time. So this is what we want to break free from in 2025. Make 2025 the year that you stop settling for less and you expect more from life. Make your home your sanctuary. Vow to only surround yourself with people who really accept you and make you feel safe, and get yourself out of that toxic job. The next thing you're going to do to support your self-care in 2025 is give yourself guilt-free relaxation. What do I mean by this? Your body needs rest, not just sleep, but rest. You need relaxation. How many of you are sitting there thinking, I never rest, I never properly relax? And let me just remind you that doom scrolling in bed with one eye open doesn't count as proper relaxation. I'm talking about times where you just feel at peace, where you feel at ease, where you are switched off. A lot of people only experience this on holiday, on vacation. You can actually access this anytime in your own life. You need to give yourself these pockets of time where you can unwind and just be free. So I have a masterclass called Switch Off, which is about decompressing from work and giving yourself this time to unwind and take off your work identity. So if you want access to that, it's another freebie. I'll link that down below as well, so you can just go ahead and watch that. I speak to far too many people who are not giving themselves any time to unwind and relax. There is no space in their calendar for guilt-free relaxation whatsoever. Guilt-free relaxation is about downtime where you have no expectations of yourself. You don't need to be anywhere. Nobody's wanting you. There's no responsibilities or obligations on you. Now, of course, all of us have got responsibilities and obligations and things we have to do. But this is about intentionally crafting time in your week where you can say, no, I'm not doing that right now. Yes, I will come to it. Yes, it will get done. But right now, I am at peace. I am relaxing. I encourage my coaching clients to start with 2 hours a week. So just get out somewhere, maybe go to a coffee shop, maybe go for a walk in nature. A lot of people say they have to do it outside of their house because at home they're looking around and thinking about all the chores they want to get done and all the DIY and the laundry needs folding and all the rest of it. So maybe you want to get out and just do something that is for you. And I don't care how busy you are. I don't care how many responsibilities you've got, how many obligations you've got, how important you are. You are a human and you deserve rest. You deserve relaxation. You deserve guilt-free downtime. And you deserve this on a regular basis. So start making this a priority and see how things shift for you. Remember, we're trying to do everything we can to be at peak performance and give ourselves loads of energy and make ourselves feel amazing in 2025. So try this. I know that a lot of you are sitting there and thinking, okay, great, but how do I actually do that? How do I make time for guilt-free relaxation? So first of all, we're going to remove as much unnecessary stress from our lives as possible. I've got a couple of videos that will help you with that. The first one is this one about living a soft life, which is about living a life of ease and peace. The other video about things you can remove from your life that will make life less stressful. So go ahead and watch those after this video and they'll give you loads of tools and strategies for how you can actually do that. The next thing you're going to do is free up some space in your schedule. So you might just start with 2 hours on a Saturday morning. Send the kids to a kids club and go and chill out for a bit. Have some time to yourself. For some of my clients, it actually meant switching around their entire work schedule, going part-time, going locum, switching around their days off so that they get some time to themselves. And one of the fun things that I encourage all my coaching clients to do is to set yourself a monthly date day. This is where you take yourself out and go and do something lovely just for you once a month. So maybe that's something you want to try in 2025 as well. And it's actually something that I do myself and I love it. And life just feels more enjoyable because of it. So make a pledge to yourself right now that this is the year that you're going to start giving yourself more guilt-free relaxation. This is a huge part of self-care. And finally, let's talk about mindset. You need to get yourself into the mindset that you deserve all the good things that come from taking good care of yourself. Telling yourself that you deserve a nice life is so powerful. The words that we say in our own head have such an impact on how we feel, on how we view the world. So practice telling yourself that you deserve all of the positive effects of what it is that you're doing. So for example, when I'm cleaning my house, it could be really tempting to be thinking, oh, I don't want to clean the house. Oh, I'm so tired. I don't want to do chores on my day off, blah, blah, blah. But what I choose to think instead is I deserve to live in a clean and tidy home that feels like a sanctuary. I deserve to live in a home that feels like a safe space and that smells nice. Or when I'm exercising, it could be tempting to think, oh, I don't want to exercise. Oh, I'm too tired. Oh, there's other things I'd rather do. But instead, I tell myself I deserve to feel the positive effects of moving my body. And, I feel so grateful that I have a healthy working body. And I feel like I owe it to myself and to others who don't have a healthy functioning body to be able to get out there and use it to its best abilities. So I tell myself I deserve to feel the feeling of being fit and healthy. I'm so lucky to have a healthy functioning body. And when I'm making healthy food, it might be tempting to tell myself, I don't want to spend my Sunday meal prepping. I don't want to eat all of these things. I want to eat convenience foods. But instead, I choose to tell myself I deserve to eat healthy, nourishing food that tastes good, that looks good, that fills me up, that is satisfying. When I put myself to bed early, it could be tempting to think, I don't want to go to bed yet. I'm tired. But I haven't had any time to myself today. I want to scroll. I want to look at Pinterest. I want to text my friends. But instead, I tell myself I deserve to be well rested. I deserve to have an early night. And I deserve to wake up tomorrow with energy because I'm going to get the most out of the day if I do that. Your mindset is so important. Life is not just about struggling and hustling and pushing forwards and pushing through. It's about enjoying life. It's about telling ourselves that we get this one opportunity to live a full and happy life, and we may as well make it easy. We may as well make it as fun as possible. Spend time with your loved ones and be present. Make life easy, make it fun. Sign up for that dance class, go on that adventure, spend time volunteering in your community. Say yes to new opportunities, go for those big goals on your vision board. Take the best possible care of yourself so that you're able to seize all the big opportunities coming your way in 2025. Don't forget to download all the wonderful freebies that I've mentioned in this video. You've got the Switch Off Masterclass, you've got the Habit Tracker, and the goodies from Lilysilk. And if you've enjoyed this video, you're going to enjoy this video right here where I share 30 ways to improve your life. Let me know in the comments how you found this video because it's always so lovely to hear from you. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.